we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Boston Celtics. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports fans. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. And so off the tip, it's Boston. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Perkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Well, the Celtics had a lot of problems, Clark, in a number of places last year, but at home they just struggled to put up points.
And, you know, they hadn't been known for being a high-scoring team in recent years, but no amount of defense could have made up for their woeful offense.
Jackson gets the bucket. Rondo with the ball. Again to Sullinger. Back to Rondo. Outside, Green. Pulls it from the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Here's Boston now. Pass with a screen for Rondo. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Ibaka with the screen on Green. Durant dishes to Ibaka. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rondo kicks to Green. Bradley against Jackson. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Bradley drives in. The 11-footer. And the jumper is good. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Durant wide open. He fires. Great look there, but off target.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Well, Rajon Rondo still in a Celtics uniform, and that didn't seem like a foregone conclusion over the last season. Boston in the midst of a complete rebuild, and Rondo already in the prime of his career, so a lot of discussion about a possible trade.
You know, you look at Rondo and you get the sense that perhaps he covets a chance to lead the Celtics as the team's undisputed franchise player. You know, that's a mantle he's not quite carried in his career. He says he'd love to have another 10 years in Boston.
Second free throw, no good. And for the Celtics, hard to give up an elite player like Rondo.
Well, Brad Stevens called him their clear-cut best player and the leader of this team, and you know, Rondo has a chance to put himself in that echelon if he sticks around Boston in terms of being one of the all-time great Celtics.
Here's Rondo. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Green. And the rebound goes to Perkins.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Left side, Jackson. Green with the block. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bradley kicks to Green. Back to Bradley. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Again, the miss by Green. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. On the wing, Jackson. Sullinger against Perkins. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Celtics trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And the shot is good. Sullinger's got his first 2 points.
Now, very solid offensive execution out there.
Outside Westbrook. Dishes it to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Off the screen. The rebound by the Celtics. Jackson kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Ibaka with a screen on Green. Tries again. He squares up and sinks it. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
Yeah, that's 6 of their last 10 points coming in that in-between range.
Now here's Rondo. Outside Green. Back to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Bradley, no one around him. The three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 4. Jackson gets the bucket.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
Yep, 3 of their last 5 makes coming in transition, guys.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Pass to Sullinger. Boston, no good that time either.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
It's Jackson with the drive. Count that one. Jackson's got 6 points.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. He dishes it to Green. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Kept alive. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. 8 points for him.
Well, I tell you what, getting out in transition has really been a big part of this run they're on now.
Well, that's the best way to score in bunches. Just run and drop a bucket in before the team can set up its defense.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Reggie Jackson is really strong and athletic, an excellent driver and finisher, especially when working off the pick and roll.
Outside Rondo. Bradley against Jackson. Westbrook with the steal. Goes up on the wing, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Westbrook. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Rondo dishes to Bradley. Into Sullinger, and stolen by Perkins. To the inside, it's stolen by Sullinger. Rondo with it. Westbrook picks him up. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Back to Rondo. Outside, Green. Here's Bradley. Boston again missing. The Thunder leading by 12. Westbrook drives in, cans it from short range.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now here's Green. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Here comes Russell Westbrook. Kicks it to Ibaka. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Ibaka. Power down with both hands.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Sullinger the screen. There's the dish to Bass. Gets an open look and hits.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Clark, confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, no question about it. Like they say on the playground, scoreboard.
Perkins kicks to Durant.
Oh, how about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Rondo passes to Bass. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Bass has got 6 points.
And you can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Westbrook dishes to Perkins. No good off the back of the rim.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Rondo drives in. Bradley kicks to Rondo. Here's Green. And another basket for Boston. Now Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. And there's the feed to Ibaka. Inside. Durant. That's good. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, going back a few seasons, the Thunder with a great young foundation, but they were faced with some tough financial decisions. In the end, Serge Ibaka was extended, James Harden was traded. Now most would argue that Harden is the better player, but of course, as far as fit is concerned, Ibaka, I think, was the right choice because of his defensive prowess.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Lamb in there for Jackson. In Serge Ibaka, Clark, a player that every team in the NBA covets, stretch 4 with three-point range, who also blocks shots, and he can play some center too.
Kevin, that's a rare, unique skill set he has. I mean, actually, he might be the only player in the league who truly fits that description you just laid out. Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga was a point guard for the majority of his high school career before a growth spurt shot him up to 7 feet tall. You can see the result of playing point guard for so long. He's a big man with shooting and ball handling skills of a much smaller player.
And so he hits both.
And Olynyk, growing up in a basketball family, his father a coach at the collegiate level, also coached his own kids. His mother a longtime referee. So Kelly's instincts and understanding of the game certainly have benefited from that wealth of knowledge growing up.
Smart kicks to Turner. He feeds it to Thornton. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And Olynyk in his final season at Gonzaga, leading Division I basketball, Clark, and player efficiency rating.
Well, we know the analytics guys are going to love this, but he shot 63% from the field, Kevin, even shooting a number of shots from the perimeter. And a survey of NBA GMs ranked him the top steal of the draft. And I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, he's a big guy that's mobile, skilled, with tremendous upside.
Turner. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
First personal foul, team's third.
You know, guys, you rarely see a player on a team apologize for scoring, but Evan Turner did just that last year. Remember in a game against the Lakers, he put away a 360 dunk at the buzzer in a game that wasn't even close, and then Steve immediately apologized afterwards.
Well, you got to give Turner credit. I mean, he knew immediately that he kind of broke the code. You're supposed to, respect the other team and pull the ball back out. So he reacted accordingly, went over to the Lakers and apologized, and everything really was fine.
Now Smart after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Olynyk. It's hauled in by Collison.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've gotten every rebound, Clark.
And Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by Morrow.
Assist from
Lamb's got his first points in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. On the wing, Turner. Passes it to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Thornton. He's guarded closely.
under 5. Jeremy Lamb. That's his first personal foul.
Boston shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And Thornton drops 2. Here's Westbrook. Shoots from 12. No luck.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Thunder lead by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
Here's Westbrook. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Wallace. Thornton out there with Smart. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. Clock at 6. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Thornton. No good from Lamb.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they like that.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
And Steve, Kevin Durant, truly one of the best scorers, and the statistics would show that league-wide every year, and last season's MVP.
Well, he's improved his game in pretty much every category, whether it's rebounding, ball handling, passing, defense. Incredible to see a player who was already historically great just take his game to another level.
And with Kevin Durant, his goal is to become the greatest player in NBA history. Nothing less. That's what he's striving for. He sees that potential in himself, believes it is there, and I think that motivates him.
And what I see with Durant, he's fallen in love with the process of becoming great. The hard work isn't so hard for him because he truly enjoys the process of working to get better at basketball.
Now here's Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The shot by Turner, no good.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And stolen by Wallace. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. On the wing, Turner. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. 6 to shoot from deep. Thornton. That drops. Thornton's got 7 points.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
And Durant gets double teamed. Adams, the pass to Durant, feeds to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Collison dishes to Westbrook. The pass to Adams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Westbrook with the bucket.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
Celtics trail by 9. And here's Smart to the right side. Here's Olynyk. Smart kicks to Turner. Dishes to Thornton. A three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder leading by 9. The wide open look for Durant from outside off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Here's Morrow. He kicks it to Adams. Pass to Morrow. Back to Adams. Pass to Morrow. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Good as the jump shot falls. Morrow's got his second bucket of the game to go. Austin's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. He dishes it to Olynyk. Great D that time from Collison.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
And here's Morrow outside. Here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
They sure are. You got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting ridiculous.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And then for Oklahoma City, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Adams. Jones comes in for Nick Collison. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Rondo passes to Bass. Back to Rondo. On the wing, Green, defended by Durant. And Young kicks to Rondo. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
Yep, brain fade is what I like to call it. There's no way they're getting out of the hole making mistakes like that.
Jackson against Rondo. Durant with a screen on Rondo. Jackson, terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jackson's got 10 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Sullinger, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Durant. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Well, with the way that Kevin Durant has improved over the last few seasons, you have to wonder if he has even yet peaked as a player. Scary to think, but there's still some room for growth. I think he can get stronger and develop a better low post game.
Taking 2 shots.
And with Durant, you really forget how young he is. He came into the league at such a young age, Clark, and was a star so quickly. It seems like he's the old vet, but he might be a year or two away from his prime.
Yeah, I think he's still a couple of years away from his prime when all of the physical, emotional, and mental come together at that peak point of performance. His best seasons are still in front of him, and he's had some pretty good ones behind him to this point.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have two superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those two give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
The Thunder leading by 15. Jackson dishes to Jones. Outside for Durant. From deep. That one goes. Count it. Durant's got 19 points.
Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for this club on the road.
You know, that's the thing, Steve. To dominate as they have in front of a hostile crowd, really impressive.
Now, here is Young. Sullinger with a screen for Young. The drive by Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And you look at the star talent for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, you know, forever unanswered.
Good on the second free throw. Rajon Rondo returning to action in mid-January of 2014, a little less than a year after his ACL tear. And Steve, he looked pretty good.
He did. His shooting percentages were down, but, you know, rebounding and passing as well as he ever has. Rondo, I think this year will be much more effective now that he's got some reps back on that knee.
Celtics trail by 17. The dish to Green. Back to Rondo. And Young kicks to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. And there's the feed to Sullinger. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And Rondo's field goal percentage dipped, but he shot a lot more three-pointers than ever before in his career. Coming off that injury, maybe not looking to drive as much as in the past. He hit that three-point shot at about 29%. I think he's got to get that mark up. If he does, then he could really be leading.
And the Celtics with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. Sullinger, a screen on Durant. Back to Rondo. Durant against Green. Steps back and shoots. Boston again missing.
And Rondo trying to add range to his shot. Didn't stay idle while he was getting healthy. Seems he rehabbed his shot while rehabbing his game. You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Celtics trail by 21. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Fires the three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Now here's Rondo. Clock at 6. Outside, Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 7.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Well, you can see it. They're getting into it a bit. A little mano-mano here. One-upsmanship taking place.
Here's Jackson. He's got 10. He feeds it to Durant. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rondo with it. Passes it to Young. Outside Rondo. Shoots a 3. And again, Boston with the triple. Here's Jackson. Feeds to Ibaka. Down low. And Durant, here we go. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The defense hasn't done a good job of stopping them down in the paint area. They're setting up shop down there, anchoring in, and making it pay.
Bradley's checked in for the Celtics. Perkins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Lamb comes in for Anthony Morrow. For Oklahoma City, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Well, you look at the numbers from a season ago. This team shot about 81% as a unit. Very impressive.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Here's Sullinger, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Left side, Durant. Connects on the 9-footer. Durant's got 29.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Celtics trail by 21.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens of the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job. And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for him.
Now here's Jackson. 10 points for him. And the pass to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. And Boston with the rebound. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
And Jeff Green, not a big rebounder, struggles guarding in the low block. What do you think, Clark, is his best position?
You know, it's hard for me to say, Kevin. I think he's probably just a 3/4. I think at the 4 he has a little bit more of a quickness advantage. So I would probably look to playing him at that position.
Boston making some changes. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Wallace in for Brandon Bass. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Jackson. And both free throws good for Green.
Well, you know, the news was mostly bad for the Celtics, but there was some good news last year. They announced they'll be renovating their arena to make it more state-of-the-art.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 6. And the 3 ball is good. Westbrook's got 9 points.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Rondo against Westbrook. Rondo dishes to Bradley. To the inside. Outside for Rondo. 5 to shoot. The drive by Green. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Outside Westbrook. Durant with a screen on Rondo. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Durant's got 31.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Oklahoma City out in front, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Scott Brooks. And, Coach, what about your approach has given you this lead?
Well, we were aggressive. We attacked. We got to the basket. We passed. We defended. That's what we do.
Scott, thank you. All good things, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.